Hi, how are you? Or should I say, how Feiyues?
She'll grow up and put on her suits and try to change the world.
So today we are going to be talking about the infamous Chinese Feiyues. The tiger claw Feiyues, to be exact. I purchased my Feiyues back in August of 2020, so I have been using them to train in for about 5 months. Mine are pretty beat up at this point. I'm in my second term of circus school, and they're looking a little rough. But honestly, I love them. I wear them every day and I'm in love with them. They are so comfortable. They are amazingly grippy for tumbling and Chinese pole, because I use them for tumbling, trampoline, tramp wall, Chinese pole, and I even do a little bit of tight wire in them as well. They have just become all around my favorite shoe to wear to school, and it really shows. Now let's talk about their construction for a second, because these are the Chinese Feiyues and they are very cheaply made. Just gonna put that out there. Even when I got them, the glue around them was not well done, clearly, but you know, they are an inexpensive shoe for training. Now, it has been 5 months and 2 of the eyelets have come out, and what's weird is it's actually the same eyelet on both shoes. Interesting. And other than that, there's just like a lot of wear and tear on some of the seams. But so far they are completely functional still, and I am really excited that I have such an awesome shoe to train in. I honestly give them like a 9 out of 10. They're pretty amazing. One of the things that I love most about them is how flexible the sole is, and of course that's one of their biggest selling points, so no wonder it's my favorite thing about them. But it really does work for tumbling and acrobatics and Chinese pole and all of that. I can really get a nice toe point in, and like, yeah, they're great. Mine are starting to wear down on the rubber right here on the inside because of Chinese pole and the way that I grip my Chinese pole. But honestly, you know, that's to be expected, and the wear is actually not too bad for the amount I use them. One other thing to note is that my Feiyues never go outside. They are strictly kept for indoor use on poles and tumbling floors and gym floors, because of course my school doesn't want me walking out in the street getting gross stuff on my shoes and then bringing it into the mats and everything. So all of that dirt and grime you see is mostly from Chinese pole, from the rubber coating on the outside of the pole, but also just from, you know, the dirt in the school. They have not been worn on the streets. All of the wear and tear you see is from my training. I ordered mine off of Kung Fu for Less, and I got them in a size 39 or a 7. I'm not sure exactly what shoe size system that was, but I remember going on the website and reading how to order the correct size, and I just followed it and they fit perfectly. I went with the classic white because it's just very iconic. However, it obviously gets very dirty. I also have a pair of black French Feiyues, and of course, I prefer the Chinese ones for acrobatics because these are made for acrobatics and my French black Feiyues are not. Anyway, I definitely think they're worth it. They're a little expensive. Not arguably, I guess, but coming from someone who is not used to having to buy shoes to train in, considering I tumbled barefoot the majority of my life and did aerial apparatuses that did not require footwear, it is an extra added expense. But they are holding up so well and they have a long life ahead of them until they get holes or anything that would prohibit me from using them. So I'm good with it. I feel like they're definitely worth it. Let's talk about the ethics for a second, because, we got to. I am sure they are not ethical. I am sure they are made in a factory that is probably not great. Even looking at the construction, they are clearly, produced without too much care in mind. And obviously getting them shipped to me from China is not sustainable, and I got them shipped to me in plastic, and there's all of that. I am just kind of dealing with it. They were a required thing for my school, and I couldn't really get around getting them, so I guess just loving them and trying to get the most wear out of them is how I'm going to offset that. But yeah, it is something to think about, because we do need to start making more conscious choices about the things that we use to train, because arguably my art is not as important as the environment or as working conditions or in all of that stuff. But I have them, I like them. I guess we'll see what happens in the future with other products. Anyway, I hope you are all having a wonderful day, week, month, all of that stuff. I hope that you're moving into February with some good vibes and some good things happening. Stay healthy, safe, and I will see you on Wednesday.
This little daisy girl wasn't made to break.
I should not be putting these on my head. Ugh, they're on my school floor every day. Oof.